Radio Weirdo. It's punk. In it.
Hello and welcome to this somewhat impromptu Radio Weirdo. It's a bit of an end of the year affair, just sort of snuck in because I love you. And I wouldn't say your DJ is a bit of a ponce, but he's using a top hat as a microphone stand because that's what we're all about, slick. As you can tell for the next hour and minutes. Anyway, that was The Dark, just a snippet of The Dark from way back when, doing their version of Hawaii 5-0. Anyway, welcome to the cabaret that is Radio Weirdo. Like I say, a bit of a last minute affair. The Radio Weirdo proper is due to hit the airwaves sometime in the new year, very shortly in the new year, I'm led to believe, on the wonderful 21st Century Rock and Roll Radio. I nearly said that. But meanwhile, as I say, here's a little kind of make-way extra for you all, which is going to be out, I don't know, on things like YouTube, maybe SoundCloud, whatever I can get it out on, I'll plonk it out. This is going to be a bit of a taster of things to come, and in the Radio Weirdo proper, what happens in the new year, I'm going to be having a couple of session bands per week, including all things odd and interesting. If you'd like to send your kind of punky experimental music and sounds in, or indeed any kind of news you may have, please email me at weirdo@btinternet.com. And that address again, weirdo@btinternet.com. And also, if you want to send MP3s and WAVs and what have you, then you can do it via WeTransfer and all other kind of magical ways. Meanwhile, here is a taster of the up-and-coming first Radio Weirdo Sessions band that we're going to be having, and I'll give a bit more information about them after the track. And this is Distance, and quite appropriately, Lockdown Punk Rock Radio.
That was Distance?
Distance. That was followed by Distance.
Doing sinners who wish them to go where they say no and it's just don't know the tension and the script is trying to grow.
much more where that came from. That was Distance and Lockdown Punk Rock Radio as a little taster for their session to come. It's already been recorded. If you can't wait that long, then actually, even if you can, I still suggest you go straight to Distance Punk, all one word, .bandcamp.com. And there you have it. They've got at least 5 different releases already. Nath, thank you very much, Nath, for that. Has been at it since April, I do believe, of this year. There's various EPs at low prices, and I'll read what it says here. It says, until the 200 credits per month are used, this is free to download if you'd like to give some money to your local mutual aid group, food bank or NHS charity, or give some time if you have it. Lo-fi, that's what I like to hear. Recorded layer by layer using Audacity, an audio interface and a crapped out old laptop, plus one SM58 microphone. These are just words that reflect feelings at the time that were written. No manifesto, no agenda, just things that needed to be said, brought on by idiocy witnessed on the streets and in the media, fear of a pandemic virus and anger at a system that doesn't work. Hooray for Distance. Actually, I do believe, I was saying earlier on about until the 200 credits per month are used, it's free. I think they already have been now, but it's worth every penny. Go and take a look at distancepunk.bandcamp.com. Bless you, Nath. Plenty more where that came from, as already promised. I've got Suki to thank wholeheartedly for alerting me to this. Asian Dub Foundation, I have to admit, I didn't know they were still at it, but I'm delighted that they am, and particularly with this, their latest project, which I shall tell you all about after playing it to you. This is Asian Dub Foundation featuring Stuart Lee and their new single, Comin Over Here. Splendid stuff. I love Asian Dub Foundation, and I think that is an extremely worthy thing to go for. You've got up until, depending on when I get this show loaded up, but hopefully I'll get this loaded up in time before then. But New Year's Eve, 23:59, you've got up until then to download it, to try and get it into the charts, or mayhap even #1 by the 1st of January. Rather than have me stumble and trip over the various different links, I'll just give you one, and it's got all the links you could eat. Go on to facebook.com/Comin without the G, so COMIN over here. Just all one word, Comin over here. And that's on Facebook. And that will give you all the links to download that. You got up until New Year's Eve, 23:59, 00 hours PM o'clock. Anyone who vaguely knows me will know that a band that are absolutely close to my heart are Plymouth's very own The Spoils Collective, and indeed we have a session lined up for you from them come the second show on 21st Century Rock and Roll Radio. But meanwhile, I thought actually when I recorded the original show that I had something of a bit of an exclusive, and if I pulled my finger out I would have done, but I'm glad to say is now available to all again via good old Bandcamp, all one word, thespoilscollective.bandcamp.com. And their latest album, Stop Making Things, which has only come out this month, and every track is a winner, and this is one of them, just to whet your appetite before their Radio Weirdo session proper, and this is Sexy Nerds.
Sexy nerds in glasses and nothing else. Sexy nerds in glasses and nothing else. Sexy nerds in glasses and nothing else. Sexy nerd in glasses and nothing else. Sexy nerds 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 in glasses and nothing else. Don't give a clock in his speedos. 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 Sexy nerds in glasses and nothing else. Sexy nerds in glasses
I did panic for the briefest of moments because just before I played that track, because little tinkers that they are, on their Bandcamp page, they've listed that track as S asterisk 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 N asterisk 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 asterisk, and I panicked for a minute because I knew what the title of the song was, but I couldn't remember for the briefest moment. That was the Spoils Collective and Sexy Nerds. From their very, very new album, Stop Making Things. And that's given me a huge glow because it's stirred memories of probably one of the very last gigs I witnessed. Remember them? I certainly do, but only kind of as if they were a dream now. Spoils Collective, oh, how I long to see you again. And I long very much to see this lot too. Probably one of the most entertaining live bands in the whole world. This I do believe, could well be something of an exclusive. You heard it first on Radio Weirdo. Sent to me by one member of Spangle themselves. This is a nice little festive number from Spangle. I'm not quite sure what the title of this is, but let's call it Spangly Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas, it's a time for domestic violence. Christmas, Christmas, goodwill and cheer. Christmas, Christmas, who ate the last Ferrero Rocher? Christmas, Christmas, who drank the last beer?
Jingling all the way. That was the mighty Spangle. And Spangly Christmas. Many thanks to James from Spangle for sending us that Radio Weirdo exclusive, I do believe. Let's just take credit for it anyway. After all, I'm using a top hat for a microphone stand, so what do you expect? And if you'd like to find out more, if you'd like to hear more from them, which I'm sure you would, then go on to despangle.bandcamp.com and take it from there. This next track comes from an album entitled Situation is Normal, not the word, but the symbol. Collection of lies, hearsay and truths of an inconvenient nature. And it can only mean it's by Anarchistwood, and this track is called Horse, I think. Hang on, I paused for a minute because I wasn't sure if it was in the plural. I'm right, it's in the singular. Anarchistwood and Horse.
Mama, sugar flavor.
Wouldn't it be absolutely marvellous to have a session from Anarchistwood at some stage? Again, talking about memories of gigs, I remember probably last time I saw them was supporting Virus at the along with Husbands and Knives at the Basingstoke Irish Centre. What a gig that was! What a band! What a band! That goes out with absolute love to Funky M and the rest of Anarchistwood, and of course with special treasured memories of Paul. And that album, among plenty of other wonderful stuff, can be found on Ex Gratia Recordings. That's EXGRATIA Recordings, but just all one word, .bandcamp.com. The lovely Anarchistwood, bless them all. And that was Horse. Now, so far as I know, one of my co-DJ presenter type people who will be doing his own show on 21st Century Rock and Roll Radio is going to be DJ Louie, who it's been an absolute pleasure of mine to have DJ'd alongside for on and off for many a year, man and boy. This is a nice analogue tape recording of one of his combos, which have never really quite gone away. They're bubbling under the surface even to this day, and they've been absolute evergreen favourites of mine since I was a girl in about 1989. My goodness, that was over 30 years ago. Let's not go there. Well, actually, no, let's go there. Actually, I'm talking about the Whipping Boys, and this is a track of theirs that DJ Louie very kindly drew out of his archives for me, so to speak, madam. And this is called There, My Dear.
It's just one thing I will ask you. Yes, go somewhere in fashion with fairs instead of dressing down all the time. It's just like looking at that, express my satisfaction. Don't let me explain, but you'll never see me. Small faces. I'm rolling over, so how the hell you're like a dumb head tree. So angry, one more fight. Let me benefit from your life. Changes the shooting and there's a line I will explain that you never see. When the major was you remember that game where I said I said to you that I was going to watch and start to blame. And I erased you without you said I'm not
They don't make fade outs like that anymore. That was the Whipping Boys, and they're there, my dear. With huge thanks to my fellow jockey of discs, DJ Louie. And you could do a lot worse than go on to infectedsenses.bandcamp.com and find all kinds of weird, wonderful, with the emphasis on the wonderful, actually with the emphasis on the weird as well, projects that DJ LL has been up to. He's been up to quite a lot recently, actually. Go on to there, infectedsenses.bandcamp.com. I assure you, you won't regret it. And talking of je ne regrette rien, oh my goodness, I never regret ever witnessing the band Splink, or the band formerly known as Splink, now Dr. Splink, and my man Tor sent me a whole barrel load of stuff for you, all you wonderful Radio Weirdos listeners. So thank you for bearing with us, and this is going to get the year off to an absolute fan-dabby-dozy swing. This is Dr. Splink, and get on with it.
Yourself around, get off the ground. There's no one else to blame. There is no hate campaign. You've got to stop the fear. Come on, have a beer, a beer, a beer. You gotta get yourself together. Come on, get yourself together. Come on, get yourself together. Get on with it. So bleak, so stop playing hide and seek. Moping on the ground, get down the town. There's a whole wide world, stories to be told. Why can't you see? Just come and be a B&B. You gotta get yourself together. Come on, get yourself together. Come on, get yourself together. Get on with it.
Absolute highlight for me at more than one Plymouth Punks picnic in the past, and hopefully again in the not too distant future. I don't know why I started turning into a Dalek then, but executive stress gets you like that, doesn't it? That was Dr. Splink and Get On With It. Cheers, Tor. And they, of course, on their Bandcamp page can be found at drsplink.bandcamp.com. And go for it, because they've got everything they do is just infectious and bouncy and full of skank, and I love them. Now I know this doesn't really sound like me, but I on the sort of pilot episode, as 'twere, that I've recorded for 21st Century Rock and Roll Radio, Most of the bands, a lot of the bands that I've been playing during this sort of New Year's special will feature in the pilot programme, but different tracks. And a couple of sessions, as I said, one by Distance, who played at the beginning, and also a retrospective session by the amazing band Turning Green. So that's something really to look forward to. In fact, I can't wait, and I've already heard it. But anyway, this sounds very unlike me, but on the pilot programme, I enthused about the band Rabies Babies, and the fact that after 22 years or something in that ballpark anyway, they've released their first album stroke mini album, 10-inch whatever. And with my finger forever on the pulse, I missed the chance of getting hold of a copy of their white vinyl 10-inch that I think was released on Damaged Goods Records. And I mean, everything Damaged Goods Records releases is amazingly brilliant, and this is no exception. But you can still download all their tracks on rabiesbabiespunk.bandcamp.com. The track I played on the pilot was the opening track, which is Rape is Rape, even if the rapist is in a band that you like. But in keeping with the kind of celebratory mood here in Radio Weirdo Studio, let's have Rabies Babies and Party.
You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! Let's party now! It's party night! Time for a party! I'm gonna wear my skirt and tie! Party, party through the night! 'Cause when the sun's shining, my feet are still dancing! Drink and dance all night long! Sing along to my favorite song! 'Cause when the party starts, we never wait to stop! Load it down their feet, huh? Spangly Sunday down the song. It's party, you fucked up. It's party, you fucked up. It's party, you fucked up. Let's party now. It's Sunday night. We're having another party. I'm still wearing my skirt and tie. We party, party through the night. One, check the bear. Silly wiggle, be a bear. Funky pirate, we don't care. Just shake and drink and drink. You got a beer? I want vodka! Where's my bucket? Yeah! You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! Let's party now! It's Sunday morning! I'm still at the party! My eyes are rolling back in my head, but I'm gonna party till I'm dead! We just wanna have fun! Not bother anyone! Loving and dancing in the bed! Come along and join the band! I'm fucked up! I'm saying sick! I lick the floor! Yeah! It's party! You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! It's party! You fucked up! Get fucked with us!
I just realised that's the sort of track that I probably would get a bit of a slap for playing on the airwaves proper, but here there are no rules. That was Rabies Babies and Party from their debut, I'll call it a mini album, which is also called Rabies Babies. Rabiesbabiespunk.bandcamp.com is where you can get a good old download for that, and maybe, just maybe, somewhere you might find a copy of the on white vinyl. I'm going to still keep looking. And New Year's Eve, as we know, is a time for kind of misty-eyed nostalgia and sort of retrospecto and all that sort of stuff, but only in a kind of positive way. And so I'm going to make the most of my Valdunican rocking chair here and the hot water bottle at my back and the kestrel at my feet, and throw another log on the fire. And I'm going to look back now, because all this stuff is very much here and now. I mean, this, Radio Weirdo's really with it. And I'm going to look back at the first ever gig I attended, certainly in Plymouth. It wasn't the first actual gig I attended, but the first gig I attended in Plymouth, which was at the Fiesta Suite, now long gone, or replaced by a closed building for a change. And they used to hold many a gig there, and the one I went along to was to see Pauline Murray of Penetration, and she was supported by I think they were from Torrington, North Devon band, three-piece band, all brothers, called Jive Turkey, and I was absolutely quite smitten with them. I can't really find much of their stuff online particularly. You can if you really delve. I unfortunately, I bought their EP around about the time that I went to see them, actually, so smitten was I. But anyway, I haven't got access to my gramophone at this precise moment, and I think it needs a bit of a crank anyway. But meanwhile, I have found this track, which was a title track of their EP from 1987, and this is Jive Turkey and Goodbye Johnny Ray. Surfing on a wave of nostalgia yet to come. That was Jive Turkey from way back in 1987 and Goodbye Johnny Ray. And I bet that was recorded at the Daylight Studios in Honiton, as practically everything in North Devon was in the late 80s and early 90s. Whatever happened to the Ian Dent and the Daylight Recording Studios? Please, someone let me know. Weirdo at btinternet.com. I've forgotten to keep on ploughing that email address into you. So here it is again, weirdo at btinternet.com, and that will get you to Radio Weirdo. Yeah, wonder what happened to the studio. I do remember being in a band the Desired, who were on a 24 band kind of showcased the Daylight Recording Studios. It was a 24 band compilation CD, and to tell you how long ago it was the first CD I ever owned, and probably years before I had a CD player. And I remember the gig that we did in Exeter, all 24 bands, and it was to promote the CD, which was to promote the studio. And we all had to mime. We all played our one song, but we all mimed. It was probably, in a life that is stiff with surreal happenings, it's probably one of the most surreal episodes of my life, I think. But let's get back to the present. Well, no, let's not, because there aren't any gigs, are there? Let's get back to the nearly present. And one of the other last gigs that I attended was at the Queen's whatever it is, Arms. The Queen's Knees and Toes. No, the Queen's Arms in Tor Point. And we're honoured to play alongside Malcolm Tent from Anti-Scene, and this lovely fella, Tim Holehouse. And many thanks for this, Tim. Tim sent me a handful of tracks, and here is one of them from the man himself, and it's called Mr. Vampire.
Daybreak brings me round again from another restless night. Fighting demons in my head, but I'm not scared anymore. No, I'm not afraid of that light. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. You're sleeping like you're dead. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. It's time to face that living world. Every night from dusk till dawn, but it's so hard when the stakes are that high. But I'm not scared anymore. No, I'm not afraid of that light. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. You're sleeping like you're dead. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. It's time to face that living world. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. Good morning, Timo.
Tim's a hard-working fella. You can go to his Bandcamp, which is Tim Holehouse, one word, .bandcamp.com. And Tim here says, I travel, I play music for music's sake. It has its roots in the Delta Blues with my own personal twist on it. I live by my rules, and those rules are best summed up by something a friend of mine from Winnipeg told me once. Creativity, adventure, and people. I enjoy playing music. If you want me to come to your town and play, get in touch. Let the good times roll. And he means it. And well worth it. Well worth getting in touch with Tim and taking a visit to his Bandcamp. Now, something I'd doubtless save before my nearest and dearest, should there be a house fire, would be a letter from Jello Biafra. And in it, Jelly very kindly replied to a letter I'd sent him asking for a possible unreleased Dead Kennedys track for a compilation tape I was putting together in the late 80s. And very nice of the fella to write back, indeed. And he said that they were never the most prolific of bands, and so they didn't really have anything that was unreleased. What lies? What lies? What about this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Why don't you come to my room while the dad has got the business? Ain't the funny with the habits. It looks like alcoholic rabbits. Have a high roll, you're uncool, and loosen up like older folks do. Like a lumberjack in my yard. Have a ball on you ain't tonight. And oh, be a dreadlock of the suburbs. And oh, be a dreadlock of the suburbs. So for read about the Rastas and about Haile Selassie. I don't know too much about him. He must be like a ending. And if I'm a supremo, winner in a Cali. As I call it that in high times. Gotta keep up with the new word. Because I'm a dreadlock of the suburbs. And I'm a dreadlock of the suburbs. I'm a dreadlock of the suburbs. 'Cause I'm a Rastarits kid. Come get your sound status. Listen up, this spinning. We can feel so high. We can't say a word. 'Cause we're so chic. Let's look up in the pictures, especially when you're stoned. Let's escape to the promised land, where my daddy's supposed to go. And be a dreadlock of the suburbs. And be a dreadlock of the suburbs. And join the dreadlocks of the suburbs. 'Cause we're living now. No more things change, more they stay the same. No more things change, the more they stay the same. No more things change, the more they stay the same. No more things change, the more they stay the same.
You'd recognise that warble anywhere. That was a spotted lesser-known song from the Dead Kennedys and Dreadlocks of the Suburbs. And I'm sure it's appeared on countless compilations and what have you since then. But this was about 1988-89 when he denied that there was anything that hadn't been released, and I'm sure that hadn't been released on anything but mayhap a bootleg or something. Maybe he was ashamed. I don't know. I like the song myself. And while there's always room for Jello, there's always room for Oi, especially here on Radio Weirdo. And I was especially chuffed to receive this, what I think is a brand spanking new track from the band Under the Cosh. And this is Acts of Defiance.
Something wrong.
That was Under the Cosh and Acts of Defiance. I was going to give you some information from the CD of theirs that guitarist Dodster very kindly gave me some time ago, I might hasten to add. But bassist Dick sent me that latest track. And so what I can tell you is that they've got a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Under the Cosh Band, all one word, Under the Cosh Band. And they're a 5-piece street punk band reformed in Grantham during July 2019. And hooray that they're still going strong. And that's Bon vocals, Dodster guitar, Dean lead guitar, Dick bass, and Nick drums. Many of you avid types from Radio Weirdo land might well remember a band from northern France called Lily Dollarage, who I used to play obsessively on Radio Weirdos from about, honestly, I only thought it was about 4 years ago, but we'll probably double it, and we're talking the right sort of ballpark for how long it is since I've been Radio Weirdoing. What a blessed relief to all that's been, apart from the music, of course. Anyway, Lily Doll Raj are now part of a project called the Mars Model, and here is just, I'm pretty certain you're going to love this, and if you don't, there's something wrong with you. This is the Mars Model and a track called Terminus. Wow, what a thing of absolute beauty. And there were moments there when I think they kind of were more Killing Joke than Killing Joke. That was the Mars Model and a track called Terminus. And I've just had a look and found their Bandcamp page, which is all one word, themarsmodel.bandcamp.com. And it says, and I do apologise, actually, I said Northern France. I think that's where Lily Dolrage were based. But I think the Mars Model are, well, I don't think, they've just told me, they're based actually in Belgium. And it says here, the Mars Model took shape early 2019, a combined effort of 5 individuals into different genres and colours. No name dropping of past efforts is needed here, as we want our, oops, I've already done that, as we want our sound and fury to be judged by the passengers willing to stop, listen, think, and let it all sink in. Well, it's sinking in for me, and I definitely, I want to play more of the Mars Model. That's love for me. And talking of love, I'm indebted to Gina Simmons of Gina Simmons and the Nobodies for sending me their album Untamed. And while this is playing, I'll find a bit of a link for you for them. We're still keeping on the same side actually of the English Channel. They're definitely based in France, and this is Gina Simmons and the Nobodies and the magnificent We Are the Pigs.
We are the pigs, we are the children. We are the pigs! We are the pigs! We are the pigs! We are the pigs! We are the pigs!
The ones you shook in your study. We are the pigs. You wrote archives at your body. We are the pigs. That you take to put in the neck of monkey. We are the pigs. You slaughter in your factories right now.
We are the pigs! We are the pigs! We are the pigs! We are the pigs!
You take our organs for your ear. We are the pigs. Soldiers, you take the rest as well. We are the pigs. You don't know, you don't think, you don't give a welfare. We are the pigs. And we are being killed right now.
We are the pigs! 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 We are the pigs!
We are your close family. We are the pigs. 98% of your DNA. We are the pigs. We clever than your fucking human baby. We are the pigs. And we're back on our disease right now.
You are listening to Radio Weirdo.
I do like that point about 98% of our DNA. I've always had a very soft spot for pigs, and I actually, that if that, you know, that does ring true with me. I think I'd say 98% at least. Wonderful. It was as if, I mean, that really tickles my my buds because I've always been a massive fan of plasmatics, and that to me is as if Wendy O. Williams was alive and well and with us. Gina Simmons and the Nobodies, and from their album Untamed, that was We Are the Pigs. So thank you, Gina, for that. And once again, you know, you don't really have to actually email me if you've got any news or tracks to send, although that would be more than welcome. Still email weirdo@btinternet.com if you've got any views on anything that's been played, or even, actually, dare I say, any requests, because, you know, I won't just mentally screw them up and throw them in the bin. I'd like to take it seriously, because without you, I am nothing. Hard to believe as that may be. I'll just let that hang in the air for a moment. Rebecca Radical. I got the track. Well, again with the debut on 21st Century Rock and Roll Radio, which is yet to be broadcast. But I was actually going to play this track originally from Rebecca, but with the shadow of Ofcom sort of leering over my shoulder as soon as the first syllable was uttered, I thought, no, I'm going to have to play that on my own track instead. Anyway, bless you, Rebecca. Thank you very much for this. Plenty more where that came from, along with Gina Simmons. And actually, everything that I've played tonight, if you like it, I'll play more of it. And I like it, so I'm certainly going to play more of it until the complaints start rolling in. And then I may or may not take any notice. This is Rebecca Radical and Bojo's name Mojo.
Fuck me, I am gutted, can't believe what's went down. Thinking Teresa may not have been that bad somehow. At least she liked that boogie, but now I think we're fucked, 'cause Bojo's gone to Mojo and we're all out of luck. Gone unelected, eating races as RPM. They brought in Rees-Mogg to sit in the Commons and agree with them, so people rely on funds to our beautiful fucking NHS. The Brexit was sure to be a roaring success. It's got too many ties to Trump, I think it's all rather gruesome. Listen up, comrades. I think it's time for revolution. You should give a fuck. Our planet is dying and the people in charge are dead. Set on lying. Fuck me, I am gutted. Can't believe what's went down. Thinking Teresa may not have been that bad somehow. He thinks socialism is a bad idea. Big fan of Thatcher to my heels. Too much austerity and too many fucking Tories. Do you want a revolution? Let's start a revolution. I want to see change, I want to see unity. Want everyone to have a bed and something to eat. Want to see our beautiful fucking planet and every living thing on it. I'm an idealist, I'm proudly so, rather than watch life as we know it go.
And I'm hoping if we play our cards right, there will be a session from Rebecca coming up at a future Radio Weirdo. That was Rebecca Radical and Bojo's name Mojo. And of course, at the moment, with an Ofcom free zone here, I didn't give a shite, Eddie, to be honest with you. That's wonderful stuff, that was. Now, moving swiftly on, here's Riot Clone, and Dave from Riot Clone sent me a whole... Is bagatelle the word? No, it's not, actually. It doesn't mean that at all. I don't know what I mean. Smorgasbord, maybe. It's a word like that. Anyway, a big sackful of Riot Clone stuff. Riot Clone, who have always been very close to my heart since the days when... Well, actually, since long before the days when I oh so nearly became their drum chimp for a while, if I could only say it. But sadly, being the sickly child that I've always been, 'twas not to be. But I get a flutter of kind of like... I don't know, you can't exactly call it nostalgia, but just a flutter will do. So I'm about to flutter here with a track up until recently I'd not heard before. I believe it's more of a recent one from Riot Clone. And so cheers for that, Dave. This is... hang on, I've lost it now. Oh, it's only 3 letters. Oh, DDP.
People over for corporate domination. Thatcher major flare, Tories through and through. That Cameron and Osborne will inflate your children's soul. Fun, destroy, privatise. Keep the agenda behind Tory lies. The nationalised genocide, war for renationalise, defend, rebuild, renationalise, defend, rebuild, renationalise, defend, rebuild, renationalise, defend, rebuild, renationalise.
That was the magnificent Riot clone. As good, if not even better than ever. And a track that, thanks to Dave, that he sent us, DDP. And it's good to see the urban rail punk spirit is actually spreading. I'll drink to that. Here's more to that. I hope you've enjoyed this little, kind of really, to be honest with you, a taster from beyond the grave of Radio Weirdo. A taster maybe of things to come. I hope you've enjoyed what I've been playing. If so, there is going to be plenty more where that came from, including a load of sessions, usually 2 bands per show. That address again, weirdo@btinternet.com. Please get in touch whether you've got stuff to sell. I was going to sell. What am I talking about? We think I made the money? No, stuff to send, like music and stuff. News about what's going on, just general kind of opinions, requests, even if it's just pipe down your windbag, which actually, no, not that, because that my inbox would be stiff with that, wouldn't it, really? Anyway, just got a couple more for you. All I can say to you is Happy New Year, and don't let the bastards grind you down. There's a lot of birthdays coming up, actually, including mine own, and I'm going to play this one, to be honest with you, because this is kind of, we're keeping it real here. Unless it's been removed for copyright infringement. That was the Buzzcocks and 16 Again, and that goes out with love and thanks to all you weirdos, all my fellow weirdos, especially to my fellow Capricorns who've just recently had or just about to have birthdays coming up. Thank you very much for listening. My name's Chris Wheely and this is Radio Weirdo. Want to get in touch for any reason, weirdo@btinternet.com is the place to go. Also a Facebook page I've just remembered, which is facebook.com/ I think it's radio.weirdo or something like that. I think it is, actually. None of this kind of like all one word business, because that looks like gobbledygook. Anyway, keep well, keep happy, keep cosy. Happy New Year to you all, and fight the real enemy. Don't fight each other. Cheers.